So yesterday we spoke about the Chasadim and the importance of the influence of the Chasadim, right, on the Gevurot inside the Zeir Anpin, in order to generate and create Rahamim. If we come to identify the Gevurot, so we said that the Gevurot, we have 5 Havayot of Gevurot, right?
Right.
Okay. Now the Gevurot are broken down into 2 types. One that are Dinim Kashim, right? Mm-hmm. Very strong Dinim. And one that are Dinim but less than Dinim than the Dinim Kashim. Okay? And they are represented into what is called Par Dinim and Shach Dinim. Par Peresh, 280. And then we have the 320. Okay? Mm-hmm. So these are, if you will, the 2 types of dinim, or the way the dinim are broken down inside the Gevurot. The par dinim is the 280, right? The par dinim is the dinim that are very, very difficult. And the shach dinim are the dinim that are a little softer. Those chamesh Gevurot, okay, and we're not going to go into too much into the what does the shach and the par really represent, because it's a little bit intricate. But the dinim, the chamesh Gevurot, right, the chamesh havayot in the Gevurot are represented by the 5 otiyot sofiot that we find in the Aleph Bet.
Right. Mantzabach.
So, Menatzpach. Okay? Or Mantzpach. That's right. Menatzpach, Mantzpach. So if you take the gematria of Mem, Nun, Tzadik, Pe, and Kaf, the 5 letters that have otiyot sofiot, you're going to find the gematria is 280. Right? Mem is 40, Nun is 50, that's 90, plus Tzadik, which is 90, is 180, plus Pe is 260, plus Chaf, 20, is 280, right? Okay? The reason why the otiyot sofiot are representing the dinim is because everything that has an end, okay, must be bounded to laws of tzimtzum, or law of limitations. And limitation by definition is din. Din, judgment, is what? Is when you take something that's abundant, right, and you cap it. You don't let it fluid without channeling it, or without controlling it, or without limiting it. Ot sofit, right? Otiyot sofiot, by definition, they mean sof, end. It's an ot that represents the end of a word, right? So you have words that do not have otiyot sofiot, and then you have words that by definition, right, they summarize and they stop the meaning or the purpose of that word. That's what the otiyot sofiot come to do. So naturally, they will represent the dinim. And those 5 letters represent the 5 Gevurot, the 5 Havayot, the 5 Gevurot that we find in the Zeir Anpin. The Shach, right, which are less less concentrated, less intense than the par, represents the 5 influence of the essence of the sof, right? So you have the essence of the 5 letters, which represent the concept of limitations, right? And that introduces an influence that is called din, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're with me?
Yeah, I'm listening, yeah.
Good. So if you take the word din, right, is dalet yun nun, it's 64, correct?
Yeah.
If you multiply 64 by 5, it's 320. The shach dinim. So we have
Beautiful.
the essence. We have the essence of limitations. What is brought to the world to concise, which is the root of all dinim. And then we have the influence it creates, which is called din, right? We have, again, 5 times, we have 5 expressions of din from the 5 letters of Manspach, right?
Yeah.
And that brings us to 320.
So on the first one, on the party name, you use the 5 to do the 5 representing letters of the Otiot Sofiot.
That's the root. That's the root.
That's
right?
when you're using the 5, the Havayot. And in the Shachtinim, you're using the 5 to multiply the Din times 5.
Correct. One, because it's the essence. So it's the Ot. The Ot represents the essence. The letter represents the essence. And the influence of that essence is Din, right? So you have 5 letters that create 5 essences or 5 outcomes of Din, right? So if you take the 5 letters together, you get Pa. You take the influence of the 5 letters, which is Din. You take Din multiplied by 5 is Shach, right? Okay. And obviously, the outcome is always more diluted than the essence. This is why the essence of the dinim of Par is much more chazak, much stronger, much more intense than the dinim of Shach, because Shach is the reaction, if you want, the outcome of the dinim of Par.
Right, and it's funny that you say, because when you when you use the word din, din has a nun sofi, meaning there's an end to a din. But chesed has no
exactly.
limitless.
Bravo.
Love that.
Exactly. Beautiful.
I love that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Very good. Now, so if you will, this is the structure or what the dinim represent. Every time a person is limiting himself, okay? Every time a person is judgmental, is stopping growth, is putting himself in a dynamic of dinim. This is why we have the concept of teshuvah. The concept of teshuvah, right? You're with me?
I'm listening.
Okay. The concept of teshuvah, first of all, if you see in the word teshuvah, you're not going to find a letter of dinim, right?
Sophie, right.
There's none, number one. Number two, so it means that the teshuvah is abundant. The teshuvah always grows, always builds itself, always is present, right? And by nature, what is the teshuvah? The teshuvah is something that's continuous.
All right, it keeps repeating on and on. I'm just thinking, like when you say Elohim, that's the name of Din, and it ends with the Mem Sophie.
No.
Right. It's amazing. Everything is programmed excellent. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, how do we how do we influence the din? We said that we have to apply the 5 chasadim, right? The he of the 5 chasadim on the dinim. Correct?
Yeah.
So the Ari HaKadosh writes in Sha'ar HaKavanot that the hay, the hay that basically comes and mematek and sweetens the dinim happens, it comes from the hay ha'acharona, the last hay of Yud Kei Vav Kei. Now the last hay of Yud Kei Vav Kei, we know is the Malchut, right? Is the Nukva. It cannot come from the first hay, essentially, because the first hay is the Ima, right? Is the Ima Ila, the Bina, which is all dinim also. So, where is the Chasadim happening, or where can you actually turn din into Rahamim? In the world of the Nukva, in the world of the Malchut, correct? Which is the world of actions. It's the world we impact. The world of Asiya. Now, if you take, so there's something beautiful. If you take the word par, which is the root of all dinim, right? And you bring chasadim, the 5 chasadim, which is the he, you have the word para, right? Which is, the para is the para aduma. The para is the korban we bring to atone, right? The averot, and brings rachamim and tahara on Am Yisrael, or on the Tameh. When we bring a par of a male, a par ben bakar, right? We're attacking the dinim. When we bring para aduma, we actually turning it into rachamim.
Beautiful.
Okay.
What about the shach? What about the shach? You add the hay. You can't.
Oh, 1 second. Now, that's we spoke about the paraduma, which is an action, right? Paraduma is a hook. It's not something you can actually get to understand fully. It's based on emuna because its root and its tikkun is happening at a very high level. But if we look at the level of malchut, of the nukva, if we add, so we need to work on a bilateral optics. Work number 1 is on the par. We have to add the hay of the chasadim, right? So we have para. And then we also have to have the hay on the shach, right?
Yeah.
So if you do 285 from para, pe resh he, and you do the same thing with shach, shin kaf he is 325.
5, yeah.
Okay? It comes down to 610, plus the kolel is 611, which
What's the word?
The kolel, the word. Okay?
Right, 611.
It's gematria Torah.
Okay.
The Torah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I thought you were going to get to 613.
Huh?
I thought you were going to get to 613.
You can, because if you use the kolel and actually the 2 words plus the kolel, you have 613 also, which is a 613 mitzvot.
I got you.
But before we get there, we find that the real mituk, the way to be mematek the dinim, the way to have a direct impact on the root, the essence of the par dinim and on the shach dinim is through the Torah Kedusha. We don't realize it, but when we learn Torah in the most simplified way possible, whether you learn Chumash with Rashi, you learn Gemara, you learn halacha. We don't realize, but it's what it does. It's allowing the chasadim, right, to turn the dinim. Good.
Love it.
Very good. So we and obviously we also have the tzedek and tzedakah that we discussed, yes, last year.
So you're softening the dinim when you're learning Torah. If you're going to have a din, you know, the par shach din, by adding the
that's why we said Torah Chesed al Leshona. The Torah is called Chesed. It's the chasadim that come and turn the dinim into rahamim.
Beautiful.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is what we wanted to discuss and talk about regarding the chasadim and the gevurot. One last thing we can add, which is also that just shows you the way you can sandwich the dinim. We know, there's the name Arpachshad.
Parshad.
Arpachshad.
No.
Come on. Who's the you're the Baal Koreh, no?
He's one of the kids of let me think. Not Haman, right?
Huh?
One of the kids of Haman, no? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
He's the son of Shem.
Okay, you're right. I don't know.
Kenan, Kesed,
Okay.
Ever. You heard of Ever? That's his grandson.
Yeah. Shem Ba'ever, right?
Yeah. So Arpachshad, come on, it's your territory.
I know. Not that good. I'm not that good. So Arpachshad, the son of Shem.
Huh?
This is the son of Shem?
Ken.
Okay.
Okay? So take Arpachshad.
Yep.
Look at the letters. Aleph, Resh, Chaf. Sorry. Aleph, Resh, Pe, Chaf, Shin, Dalet, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you have the par and you have the shach inside the word. Right?
Right.
But the word is sandwiched between the aleph and the dalet. Together it's a he, right? Aleph and dalet together is 4 and 1 is 5.
Look at that. So he was the holiest kid?
I'm sorry?
He was the holiest son?
Well, he's actually, he's the grandfather of Ever. I mean, Arpachshad, we don't have so much knowledge about his
So
lifestyle.
He's 6'10".
I'm sorry?
Yeah, 610. He's gematria.
Yeah, with the Kolel, it's 611, right?
Right.
Again, Torah, the same thing.
I love it.
That's what we. So again, what do we see? We see something beautiful. That within the world of dinim, of the par and the shach, right? Within the world of dinim that are close together, right? And by definition represent limitations, right? Around those limitations, we create an environment of limitless efforts, and desire and belief in Hashem.
How'd you come out with that? I don't get it.
I'm sorry?
How did you come out with that? When the limit lets you get it.
Again, look at the structure of the word.
Yeah.
Okay? Arpach shad. So you have the aleph and the dalet outside, and you have the pach and the shach inside, right?
Yes. Oh, got it.
You understand? So within the world of dinim, the pach and the shach, you need to sandwich it. You need to envelope it. You need to your behavior around it has to be a behavior of what? Of Chatzadim, which represent what?
Beautiful.
Represents the abundance, represent the limitless effort, represent the limitless love, represents the limitless emuna. So, which is exactly the structure of a man. The man is made of flesh. The man lives in a world of limitations, rules and regulations, but his efforts have to be efforts that propulse him, elevate him into a dimension of emuna, which is basically breaking all those limitations he lives in and allows him to become limitless.
Love it. Beautiful.
Good?
Unbelievable.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Okay.
So in every name you would try to make the ending of the name or the beginning of the name not to use I'm saying Kabbalistically speaking, not to use
Otiyot Sofiot?
Otiyot Sofiot?
No, lav davka. It depends on the structure of them. For example, Avraham has a mem sofit. Now, there is something very interesting, is that if you look at all the Otiyot, you know what? Actually, look, I have it here.
Yeah, right behind you.
This is the Otiyot Sofiot. This is the Otiyot of my son. Okay, Reuven. So let's look at all the Otiyot Sofiot. We have the Chav Sofit.
Yeah.
First one, Mem Sofit.
Yeah.
Nun Sofit, Pe Sofik, and Tzadik Sofit. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Pay attention. Every Otiyot Sofiot, every Ot Sofit takes the regel tachton, the lower leg, and puts it vertical, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the nun, same thing. Look at the tzaddik, same thing. Pe, same thing. The only and the rosh haot is always the same. Look at the tzaddik. Look at the tzaddik. Look at the pe, nun, nun, chaf, right?
Yeah.
The only letter that is completely morphologically different is the mem sofit. It doesn't have. It should be normally a regel like this, and the rosh should be the same. Here the rosh is different, and the regel is close.
Right.
Okay, which comes to tell us that there is a sod in the mem sofit. Okay.
It could be its own letter. Maybe it's not part of the mem. Maybe it's its own creation.
Wait, 1 second. Mem is the only letter, okay, that you can only write it from itself. Mem.
Like a circle? No, samachtu.
No. Mem is mem. If you write the letter, right? The he, you can write it with an aleph. You can write it with a yud. You can write it with a he. The nun, the nun vav nun, tav. Shin, Resh, Kuv, Tzad, it doesn't matter. The only letter that is made of itself, right, is the mem. The mem, which means that the mem does not have two different essences. It's just an extension from its root. Okay, I mean, it's to Tzurat HaOtiyot. If we go into it, it's a little bit. It's fascinating, but bottom line, what I want to say is that the mem sofit, although it's a sofit, okay. Mm-hmm. However, it's not a standalone letter. It's only the reflection, meaning we took the essence of the mem, we took the essence of this mem, and turned it into something that's revealed. Every letter has the pnim, has the hidden letters from it, right? The hidden letters of Aleph is the Lamed and the Pe.
Yeah, Mem.
The hidden letters of the Ayin is the Yud and the Nun. Correct?
Right.
Here, the hidden letter of the Mem is Mem itself, right? So we brought it to reality. Okay? And the reasoning behind it, we can get into it, Be'ezrat Hashem, at another time. But that's why the Mem Sofit doesn't have a regalim. It's not like the rest of the Otiyot. Because it's not.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's not a standalone letter. It's just, we just brought to, we revealed, right, what the Mem, the real Mem, the normal Mem, okay, has hidden, which is itself. So because it's written of itself, right? So if you are what you hide, what you reveal is, what you hide is revealed. Right? If you are what you hide, what you are, what you hide is revealed.
Right.
Correct?
So it should be the holiest letter, the Mem. Mem should be the holiest letter.
That's the Mem Sofit.
Beautiful. Wow. So Abraham, Elohim, all the big words have the Mem Sofit.
Although it's true, it's a Ot Sofit, but it's an Ot Sofit that has a very deep depth and meaning that is different than the rest of the other Otiyot Sofiot.
So why even putting it in the Mansapach? Don't put it in.
Huh?
Why are you putting it in the?
Because at the end, no, because at the end it's an Ot Sofit. But it has a different dimension that goes beyond just the soft shebo, the soft of it, the end of it.
Right.
You understand? The Mem Sofit has in it its Mem, its original Mem. It's a little to go into.
That was beautiful. I'm thinking of a mime and stuff like that.
Correct. In mime, you have both of them, right?
Right.
Adam. The Dvarim, Shamayim.
Right.
So the words that are essential to the creation, okay, you will find the Mem Sofit to it.
Wow.
Lehem.
Right. Chava em kol haolam.
Em.
Beautiful. Wow.
Tov.
Chazak.
So Baruch Hashem, I think that today we have discussed all the infrastructure on a very, very high level, yeah?
Olam.
Right. You can go on and on. You'll always find everything that is essential to the creation. You're going to find the Mem Sofit or Mem. So which means it's the bracha that is contained. You understand? It's not something that needs to end, but it's an end to a bracha that needs to contain it for the purpose of the creation. So I think we had a nice overlook of the basic understanding, the basic of what we need to understand the infrastructure of the Olam HaSefirot in order to be able to interact better, right, with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, understand better what's around us. And that gives us a lot of tochen, a lot of depth in our Avodat Hashem and in our Emunah. Now we're going to apply this. We're going to apply this first on a more general level into the Avodat Hashem, into Torah Mitzvot, and apply it in the Shemot HaKodesh of the Torah Kedosha. Okay? And then Bli Neder Be'ezrat Hashem will start applying it to the Mitzvot Hayom and Mitzvot Zmaniot.
I'm still shocked. Beautiful.
Okay, Motei?
Thank you, Rav. Thank you so much.
I love you.
Love you
That's
too.
the
Have a great day.
Beautiful day. Bye.